Paul Kansky, Kansky, and I'm the Deputy Chief with Bend Police Department, and I sit on the board for Central Oregon Suicide Prevention Alliance. We're here today to build partnerships and really grow our partnerships around secure storage of firearms or lethal means, really ultimately to prevent suicides. That all ties together in a nutshell, but that is why we're here today, is to build those partnerships, to develop them beyond what they are now, to really educate our experts in the field, if you will, that can share information that our group has helped design around resources and around ways to secure firearms, all in a way to do it that is not about gun control, but rather about responsible gun ownership. Our partners at the level of, gun clubs, gun dealers, and of course our law enforcement partners and our health educators and educational institutions at large have all been supportive. We have found nobody making this a political event, particularly again because it's really focusing on just responsible gun ownership and responsible securing of firearms and ammunition. And that some of it's just educating them on the law, some is educating them on what's available to them, and some of those resources get more detailed into the public health realm of resources that are way beyond just securing the firearm, but medical resources, right? Mental health resources that are out there that we're not the experts in. We just get to absorb some of that knowledge from our experts in that partnership. Yeah, law enforcement is responding in a couple of ways proactively. We are obviously often a reactive institution. We respond to these calls. But in this case, we're responding by, one, having some of these resources available to us. We have some equipment that can help secure firearms. At times we have gun safes and or ammunition lockers that we can share with people in need who are going through crisis that just want to secure a firearm but really haven't got the means to do that, or just haven't taken the time to know that. So sometimes we've had cases where our officers have come across a family who may have firearms in a house that are not secured properly, and we've communicated with them and then delivered some of those resources to them. It's been a slow start for law enforcement in this field because I think even though we respond reactively to a lot of this, proactively we don't know all the situations where guns are out in the open, right? We're usually discovering that during the course of a call. And sometimes people are receptive and sometimes they're not. It just kind of depends. I think over the last year, what we've learned needs to be next is to really focus on the resources that are available and how that can be shared more effectively and more widely with our community members. I think a lot of people that come into crisis don't know they're going to, right, or don't foresee it coming. So how to share it with groups that may not be in crisis now, but can prepare for that, or crisis of a family member or a friend. So we're just trying to find that next avenue that can just expand this program and expand the resources and the information and the education that's out there. But personally, what law enforcement sees in many cases of suicide is that it comes in a time of crisis and often by a firearm that is unsecured, and especially in cases of juveniles again. So if a firearm is secured and people take just a little more time through their crisis to think about what the decision they're about to make, that time sometimes allows them to think of other resources that maybe this isn't the right answer. For juveniles, it could be a lot of time because they don't even have a way to get it, is our hope. So really what we've seen, again, in our field is oftentimes it's done by an unsecured firearm or just in a very brief matter of time. So sometimes we're just hoping to create a little bit more time so somebody can call somebody for help or look for a different way to solve their issue.